Welcome to biology. In this video, we're going to introduce the concept of what is science. I'm guessing you probably already have a little bit of an idea of what it is, but we're just going to quickly breeze through here and clear up any misconceptions that you might have. So what is science? Well, science is an organized way to use evidence to learn about the natural world. And science is required in order to graduate from high school. Now, the reason why is not because you need to know all of the details of all of these different fields of science in order to be a functioning adult. While those are all great things to know, what actually is more important is that you're able to investigate and understand why things are happening the way they are, and to develop problem-solving skills, and also to get a little bit of an idea of the relationship between living and non-living things. For me, these are more important takeaways from this course than anything else that I teach you. So then, who does science? Well, anybody that studies science is a scientist. So whether or not you think you're a scientist, if you are studying science, if you are asking questions about the world around you and trying to find answers, that makes you a scientist. If you're in high school and asking questions and doing experiments, if you're in college, if you're in a PhD program in graduate school, if you are a professor, if you're a researcher, any of those, yeah, those are scientists. But even if you spend time sitting in your backyard looking at the birds that come to visit and trying to see what type of bird seed the birds in your neighborhood prefer, that makes you a scientist. So you do not have to have a degree in science in order to be a scientist. And that is really, really cool. So how do scientists really do that? Well, what skills do you really need to have? First one is logic or deductive reasoning. That's the whole point of taking math classes in high school, is to develop that logical process. The other piece is critical thinking, and that's why you have to take science classes in high school, is to develop that critical thinking skills. So to be able to look at a set of data and develop some kind of conclusion, or to look outside in your yard and notice what the birds are preferring to eat, or which types of trees the squirrels prefer to climb up. That is a critical thinking skill that we're really trying to develop. But there is also this thing called fake science or pseudoscience. These are claims, beliefs, practices that people think are true facts, even though there is not a whole heck of a lot of evidence that supports them. And any bits that people think might be evidence, if it's not gained using true scientific method practices, it's not real facts. This is really important in the world we live in, to be able to be critical consumers of the information that's presented to you. So if you read an article online, you need to be able to think about where did they get their information and how was that information created. So pseudoscience is anything that is not well tested, anything that's not really supported by the majority of the scientific community. These are things such as hypnosis, or the earth is flat, or crop circles mean there's aliens. These kinds of things are pseudoscience. They don't really follow the scientific method. The scientific method is the topic of our next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you missed anything, feel free to always rewatch videos and send me all of your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, and feedback about what you see, and I always respond as soon as possible. And I hope as you watch these videos that you learned something.